Galactic Contact video number 8. How to shift up to your 5D self. So in this video, this is the 8th video in the Galactic Contact series. If you haven't checked it out, you can go check out the website, which is contact.thunderwizard.com. And there you can find how to get access to all of the 10 videos learning how to communicate with and channel higher dimensional ET beings. So, extraterrestrial beings are from the 5th dimension and above. So that means if we want to live in the same reality that they live in, where we live in complete love, in total empathy, in connection to our souls, to be able to connect to all other souls, to be able to live in a world where you can interact telepathically. Every being sees you and loves you for who you are. There's no such thing as evil, as violence, as theft, as rejection. None of those things exist in the 5th dimension and above. So it's worth talking about how to shift up to your 5D self, because that is where you will be. That is when we talk about the new 5D world, when we talk about the new earth, talking about shifting up to your 5D self. So when it comes to contacting and communicating with higher dimensional beings, this is something that comes up. And this is, I might even say, the main reason that light beings seek to connect with 3rd dimensional humans. So how do you shift up to your 5D self? So in this video, I go into a lot of information about what that means. I give you understandings about how to change the basis of your programming, because your programming will determine what frequency you're at. So we talk about that. But one of the main things is I go into depth talking about the lie of karma. So when I say the word karma to you, what goes off in your mind? If you're like me, I understood karma to be sort of like sin. And sin was something negative. You were bad, you were evil, you were a bad boy or a bad girl. And so the universe, kind of like mud, sort of slapped this karma on you, and then you have to burn this off. And so people talk about, the trap of karma and all of that. But if you want to shift up to 5D, you have to understand what karma truly is. And guess what? Karma has nothing to do with anything that I just said. It has nothing to do with anything negative. It is not sin. It is not punishment. You're not reborn because of negative karma. So I'm going to give you in this, one of the things we talked about in the video. If you want to watch the entire video, I go into great depth about it. But very simply, the word karma simply means work. It means working towards an action. It's got nothing to do with it's something bad or negative that sticks to you. It's got nothing to do with that. And so I go into different examples of how karma creates negativity and how it can be turned off just as fast as you turn it on. So if you want to learn more about that, go to contact.thunderwizard.com, and you can take a look at all those videos, and you'll learn the secret to what karma is, what it really means and what it is. So that's it. We're doing a lot of other cool stuff. We've got the Thulian Starseed Ascension Astrology, which is, I focus on your Vedic astrological chart, and I look at the most important aspects having to do with this shift. And I go directly to that. And there's a few very important things in your chart that will tell you. Like, for instance, I've found out that all of the things that the light beings have told me about who I am and what I was before I came to Earth, if I look at specific things within my Vedic astrological chart, they're right there. And they're very specific. And so it's amazing to know how powerful this science is. So when we do the Thulian Ascension astrology readings, I'm not only looking at your chart at those specific things, but I also channel the light beings. You'll hear directly from them. And I don't know what they're going to want to talk about, but they oftentimes want to talk about who you are in higher dimensions. They want to talk about past life karma that's brought you to where you are now, and your soul path. I'm not going to speak for them. They can speak for themselves. But this is the first time that I've put this together, and I don't know if anybody else does this. You're channeling light beings as well as looking at the chart and having the light beings show you what your chart is really saying in terms of your fifth dimensional essence. So you can find that at thulian.thunderwizard.com. A lot of other cool stuff. Today is Wednesday, so we're going to do another live guided interdimensional meditation. And so we'll see you there tonight for that. Thank you all so much for being there. I really appreciate every single one of you who are doing the work to shift, to connect to these higher dimensions and to become the beautiful divine being that you are. And my thanks to everybody on the channel who is actively supporting the channel in a real way by subscribing at thunderwizard.com at the various levels. And those of you who are buying the teachings, which you can find at the shop there at thunderwizard.com. So my sincere thanks to everybody. I will see you later tonight. Please be very good to yourselves. See you soon.